Let a J hit the face, pick a place, get away. Swish a grape, zip a eighth, house party, kid and play. Twist the shake, switch the fate, if not forever, just a day. Whole world in disarray, lower drama, lift escape. Let a J hit the face, pick a place, get away. Swish a grape, zip a eighth, house party, kid and play. Twist the shake, switch the vape, if not forever, just a day. Whole world in disarray, lower drama, lift escape. Take flight, wheel straight, make life feel great.
Yo, once again, we are back again. Hope you're cool, hope everything is all right with you. This is one half host, Joe Mob.
And I am the other half, Cool Hunter. What's good, beautiful people?
Yo, and that was, what you was listening to was Joe Mob.
Godflow Joe, baby.
Yeah. Little J.
Out now.
On that piff, please download. Enjoy at your will.
It's a nice collective of songs, I
I've
must say,
been getting a lot
man.
of great feedback, and I appreciate every bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you picked the right amount of joints.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
nice little vibe.
I think the blend is there to continue to build.
It's a vibe.
I like it.
So off the rip, I got a special message I want to give to the women out there. That I realized they was missing out on a law. You know what I'm saying? A law that would probably make their relationships a little stronger. You know what I'm saying? If you are a woman and you know how to twerk, then you should know how to cook. Right? I mean, it's a law. You can't know how to twerk and don't know how to cook.
Right.
And the meaning behind that, ladies, is if you're twerking, then that means you're promoting life. You're promoting life and babies. That's what you're promoting. When you're twerking, you're promoting babies.
Right.
That's what you promote. You're promoting the art. No. You're promoting the art of making babies. So if you're promoting the art of making babies, baby, then why are you not being able to feed that baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta know how to feed if you're gonna try to make one. And when you're twerking, that's what you're doing. You're getting right to the business.
That's what one would like to think.
That's what one, because, hey, listen.
That's what one would like to think.
A lot of women, if you think about it, the reason why I got to this mindset, right, is because a lot of women, you know what I'm saying, argue and say, I don't have to learn how to cook. I'm a modern woman. But a lot of them women got more aspiration to learn how to twerk more than cooking for a family. I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got classes called twerk-exercise where bitches is twerking to lose weight. They learn how to twerk to lose weight. Okay, that's cool. But how about you teach these bitches how to cook a good meal that's not fattening? You know what I'm saying? That can help too. How about you make let's promote that too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's definitely layers here. It's levels. You can go to how a woman was reared if you want to be more serious.
Was
you know
reared?
What I'm saying? Yeah, she was raised.
Oh, raised. Okay. What word you just used?
Reared? I don't know. Is it that old?
I don't even think that's a word.
Okay.
That's how old that word is.
Okay.
But we gonna roll with it. That's the
Okay. I thought that was a normal one, but anyway. And then you got to factor in, like I said, man. You know, I told you earlier, like these dudes go for that shit.
What, the younger that she don't have to cook long as she know how to twerk?
Right.
Yeah, you right. Yeah, we right.
Eating Hot Pockets for dinner and sandwiches and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause I ain't gonna lie, this bitch, I'm gonna tell you, the nastiest meal this bitch ever made me, right? And I ain't gonna. This is factual. This is factual information. One morning, bitch said, "I'm gonna make you breakfast."
What's good, y'all?
She just put it down on your board. So I'm laying in the bed. I'm feeling like a king the next morning. She said, "I'm gonna make you breakfast." I said, all right. So she down there cooking and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm upstairs. Anything smelling good coming from the kitchen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She said, okay, it's ready. I come running downstairs, bro. You know what this bitch had on the plate, bro? She had eggs and pork and beans and sausages inside the pork and beans, nigga, for breakfast.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, if
no, it's no right, nigga. Hold on. She had eggs.
I say that. Well, I'm not saying
and
that's
pork
right.
and beans with sausage.
I'm not saying that's right at all. Someone even either taught her that or didn't teach her, and she had to learn that on her own.
Sad part was, I think going by where she was
okay.
Going by where she was living at, I think that's really all she had in the kitchen, like real. So I think she was putting shit, like she was looking like, what can I get this nigga?
If you're gonna do a struggle breakfast, it's real. You could do that. You have to preface that that though. You just can't walk somebody into that. Just unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, this is what we doing.
Yeah.
I got you on that.
You know what?
But again, that's what I'm saying. If women were twerking, or excuse me, I ain't gonna say if. Women are twerking and getting the attention that validates what they do from men.
Yeah. I mean, to some
you can't
men.
say that that's not part of the motivation to do it.
What is that? Men are going to validate and get that attention up for it?
Right.
That's true. But what I'm saying is, brothers do got to be a little bit more selective and say, look, man, that can't be all you bring to the table is twerking. You know what I'm saying? Brothers do got to do that. I will say that. But to the ladies, though, I just think it's irresponsible to be moving all that ass.
And you can't cook.
That's just irresponsible.
Nah, I feel you.
But you know what? I was talking to this little homie the other day, right? And I was dropping a jewel on the little nigga. I'm gonna ask you what you think about with this. I said, hey, my nigga, it's funny because when a dude, like I said, if you want respect from a woman, right?
Right.
The best way to keep the respect and have it and maintain it is to never fuck her, never have sex with her. Because
say that again. In
order to keep the respect and maintain the respect from a woman, you never fuck her. Don't fuck her. Because I'm going to tell you, this is my experience. As soon as you fuck a woman, she devalues you.
Like when you say fuck a woman, it seems so one way. You know what I'm saying?
What you mean?
You ain't saying having sex. It's like you fuck her. Like you ain't peeped that?
Am I talking to a woman or am I talking to a nigga?
I'm just saying,
okay,
man.
My bad. I thought we was men here. I thought I was amongst men here.
Friday you gonna find out you having a daughter.
Hey, so? What?
Right. So then you be a man raising a woman. Go ahead.
Okay. Facts. And she gonna be a queen.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying is the respect you got niggas, because a lot of times this is what happens. A lot of times brothers be starting off.
You tell us what happens.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you what happens. Brothers start off the game with good respect from a woman, right? Because she likes you and shit. But soon as a brother sleep with a chick, he just sleeping with her. You know what I'm saying? That's really a brother's main objective. It's just to sleep with you. Let's keep it factual. That's a brother's main objective. Just to generalize it. You know what I'm saying? So but when a woman is sleeping with a man, she automatically has an expectation attached to how she think he should act after it, what she think that he should do after it, or what she think that he owes. A lot of women believe that soon as a sexual thing goes
generally speaking,
the man owes. So then what that comes is these feelings now. She's going to start showing you these feelings now. And these feelings wasn't even around before you fucked her. See, it was a respect there. You know what I'm saying? You fuck a bitch. You tell her, I got a wife and kid at home, bitch. I'm just trying to fuck. Look, you ain't nothing gonna ruin my home. She said, I would never ruin your home. And you be like, all right, I'm gonna fuck this bitch. As soon as you fuck this bitch be in the parking lot, your apartment building talking about, with a sign talking about, why, Terrence, why? You be like, bitch, I thought you was going. Oh, so I fucked you now, and now you don't respect nothing about me no more, huh? Okay. It's something about a nigga over top of a bitch grunting. A bitch just don't. What? She don't look at you the same no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you think though? You think
I mean that's tricky and interesting because I would like to think in the elevated states that we could operate at, you can connect with the woman sexually, and not feel like that's the only, like that's going to compromise any type of ability to really be logical and make things happen with it and work things out with it.
Bro, I have talked about sex, not even fucked the chick, just talked about sex, like hypothetically, like I could see us fucking, and that blew a bitch's cranium to the left. Right. She started doing shit she wasn't supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? And that was just off a hypothetical conversation.
But I don't think if you take sex away, that instantly gives you the foundation to build and connect.
Nah, but the thing about it is,
that's the tricky other part of it.
It's what people's mindsets about sex is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a transactional thing instead of us actually.
You generally speaking.
Yeah. It's not us just actually trying to build from it. It's us trying to figure out what we can get from it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about the difference between brothers and sisters is, brothers is trying to get that nut. But sisters is going to stretch that nut into emotional attachments, financial gain, attention, time, effort, all kind of shit. And if most niggas is dumb, so they fall for the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was interesting, man, because I was dropping this jewel on the little homie. Little homie looked at me like he ain't never heard of shit like that. But I was like, bruh, I'm telling you, bruh, like, when I've seen it happen over and over again. I've seen niggas be like, I ain't even know she was going to act like that. Yeah, bro. Like it's something about once you bang them, it's just they just start tripping, bro. It's like you become their entertainment.
I get that, but I think it has to get to a point where, when you, as a man, and you have some experience dealing with women, it shouldn't catch you off guard. You should kind of understand, generally speaking, that women attach emotions to sex.
Yeah, but it get tricky when niggas try to stick and move.
But see, here's another thing too that's true. If a woman decides like that she wants you or that she's into you, it don't matter if you don't want her or not anyway. Her emotions can still be attached to you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You understand what I'm saying?
No bullshit.
So I understand what you're saying, like, the solid, foolproof way to, what did you tell little homie, like to not fuck up interaction with women?
Yeah. If you want to keep that solid respect between
solid respect, right?
Don't fuck her. You know what I'm saying?
Things can be distorted simply because of how she feel about you, and you don't even know it.
Yeah. How about that?
I'm screaming that though. I'm screaming that as like something that's like from a male communicating to women. It's like, stop holding me accountable to shit that I don't know about.
Yeah. How about that? They do that all the time.
How the fuck you let me know something after the fact? And it's like, well, damn, if like that ain't square business.
Yeah.
You're manipulating the situation based on how you feel.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's their move.
But it's right though.
That's their move.
How's it right because you feel it? Now, I can understand if it's right if you feel it, but if you don't tell me,
then I'm in the dark. You feeling it alone. You know what I'm saying? No bullshit.
For us though,
right? Yeah. But that was just a little Jew I wanted to drop on you.
I got you. That was some good. I think that was some good advice right there.
Hey, is it sexy?
Go ahead.
Is it sexy that IG model bitches be getting on on live just to argue with the people watching? Is that sexy? Is that what we watch?
I mean, it depends. I think it can turn into so many. It's so unpredictable.
I don't like it though. I see the shit all the time, bro.
I don't think I have the attention span to watch lives. Like I'd rather catch the clips afterwards of the good shit I just edited.
Yeah. The shit on YouTube and shit.
Or it might be on your feed on the gram or something.
Okay,
Just something the way, it gets to the good part. That's why I mentioned Boosie joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Boosie had bitches pulling out their titties and shit. Like,
it should be lit.
Yeah, his shit get crazy.
Should be lit.
I be on. Hey, look, I be, cause I like to peruse all the IG models live, cause I like to see how the bitches look in person. Like not in person, but like without the filters. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to see how you really look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Depending on who it is, I might entertain.
Yeah.
Depending on who it is.
Yeah, and I be on them joints looking, and I be seeing. And then another thing be funny though is when niggas be in that joint trying to actually shoot they shot at the bitches, and they be actually entertaining them niggas.
They comment creep on the live.
That's me. I'm the comment creeper.
That's okay. So now you get your feet wet. Okay.
Yeah.
That's where you getting your feet wet at. Okay.
Yeah. I be joning like shit on niggas.
Welcome to the world, young
I be joning. I ain't hating either. I just be joning because I be like, why y'all niggas be really shooting y'all jumpers on bitches' lives, bro, dog? Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, the thirst is real amongst niggas, dog. Our thirst is real. We gotta calm that shit down, bro. Like
some of the ladies in my comments was getting at you too, man.
They ain't like that shit?
They ain't like some of the shit you
Most women don't like the shit I say because it be real as fuck. I be saying some real shit. I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? But it be real. I done seen youngins flip the script right at
generalize women too much, and the caliber he's used to is definitely subpar.
Oh, yeah. They all say they different. Hey, yo, listen.
Sometimes women are looking for a nut, too.
Hey, listen. I've never met a woman that told me, you know what? I ain't even worth your time. I ain't shit. Leave me alone. You about something about yourself. Leave me alone. I ain't met a bitch yet that said, have you? Are they out here? The ones that know they fucked up. Are they out here?
I ain't never thought about it that way.
Yeah. Yeah, think about it, please. I've never seen one.
Nah.
It's all bitches. When I talk about this, all females say, I don't know what bitch he talking about. Well, okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Clearly you don't, boo-boo.
I mean, I just had to throw that out there as I'm catching up on my comments.
Yeah, I feel you. Be the voice for your peoples. But what you think about 50 Cent, man? What you think about this nigga having a fan roll up on him like that, though?
I was wondering where his security was. That's the first
he was thing. I heard he was on a date.
He was on a date with
what was her
Nikki
name?
somebody. I'm not hip to her.
Nah, but she looked
looking right though.
She looked official though. God
looking
damn.
Right. dope.
Yeah. But dude rolled up on him all
50
wrong.
was dressed like an 8th grade gym teacher too.
Yo, what is niggas wearing long sleeve shit with shorts on? Like, when did that
I
become
like
a
that
thing?
shit though.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, you doing that now, ain't you?
Yeah, kind of. That's the baseball shit.
That's the thing now. Huh? Okay, but at least it ain't all the way down. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to figure out like, why did that fan think that was gonna work? I mean, I don't even think he was a fan. I think he was just nigga.
But I
that
think it was
trying
a
to come up.
combination of both. Of course, he was a fan, but it's like it kind of shows you where things are from an Instagram standpoint, from a social media standpoint. Like you really ran up on somebody to try to get them to look at your Instagram.
Yeah, and that's what was
Like that's
killing
like
me.
almost like a demo type shit.
Bro, that's what was killing me. The nigga didn't even bust out rapping. You know what I'm saying?
But he might not have been a rapper though. It could have been like his hustle was, his personality. He might have been into podcasting or, wrote a book. Who knows?
If I ain't mistaken, I think the brother was into like doing music because I think he did a
think
video.
so.
Yeah,
But I ain't,
he was like all the dude, and then the dude videotaped it was like all he wanted you to do was check his live out. I mean, check his Instagram out. I was like, yo, these young niggas is retarded, bro. Like even back in the day when niggas ran up on niggas, bro, like nigga, you would rap, you would be like, hey yo, check me out, we rapping. And niggas would spit like. These niggas out here is lunch, and now it went from okay, I ain't gonna rap in front of you. Here, check out my CD. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know what I mean, like you be like for instance, I seen the nigga Knife Wonder in the club like years ago, and I had one of my CDs on me and shit. I wasn't gonna rap. I wasn't gonna be the nigga rapping in the nigga ear in the club. Nigga, that's looking retarded. So I was just like, you know what I'm saying? He was at the bar. I was like, yo, Knife Wonder, I respect what you do. You know what I'm saying? A long time fan and listener. Hey, dapped him up. Say, yo, check this joint out if you want. You know what I'm saying? Left. That was just that. You know what I'm saying? But even that, I ain't even really. You know what I'm saying? I felt awkward doing that.
Yeah, because the approach is no connection there. You know what I'm saying? First of all,
it's based on what I think you could do for me.
Right. So the whole mental, psychological part of it is just thrown off a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
But this nigga came at 50 like he wanted.
He snuck up on him like he was trying to do something to him. That's why he said your approach is wrong.
Yeah, all wrong.
You snuck up on me trying to get me to look at your social media. While I'm out, you see what I'm out here trying to do. It's like he totally disregarded that.
Bro, yeah.
And then he tried to fake in the video afterwards, talking about how I should have went to your broad.
Yeah, but of course, but I expect that in this day and age, though. These young niggas ain't got no morals. They ain't got no code of conduct. I get it.
But it's literally like now, because instead of things being like a demo and everybody's being a rapper, now you can make money off of just being yourself.
That's
so
true.
So showing somebody your Instagram makes sense. It's just that you don't go about it that way.
Nah, but just I don't know if that.
You find other ways to market and promote yourself to get people to come to your page. If you're gonna run up on somebody like that, I don't see how you're gonna get them to look at your social media and think that you.
But I'm saying I just don't even know how that still makes sense though, because what is somebody supposed to do by just looking at your Instagram? Like what is somebody supposed to do by your 1 minute clips? They supposed to be like, oh yeah, yo, I can tell everything that you offer by your 1 minute clips. Like is that's what's happening out here?
And it didn't make sense to me. Like I said, I don't know what he didn't have no end game.
He should have got his ass beat. That's what he should have did. Yeah, he lucky. And you know what? I think 50 was gonna beat that nigga ass, but he saw the nigga with the camera, and he was like, he said, oh you okay, you record. You know what I'm saying? I saw how he said that shit. You know what I mean?
And then this man started talking, speaking for him and all that shit. That's why he made the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Rodney, pull the T-shirt up. That's why he made the T-shirt. That's why I said his chess game is so mean.
Yeah.
Like, all right, you tried to run up on me on some potentially humble shit, but possible clout chaser shit, which turned out to be some clout chasing with your video afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just make money off of you with a T-shirt.
I think 50 just got the mindset that if he gonna monetize everything, any and everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think he's done that for so long.
Yeah.
It's nothing new.
But that's why I asked before we started, like, is 50 doing some jail shit by offering niggas money, like on a slide? Because from Lil Duval put a post up like they was partying and shit, and 50 just going around asking niggas, you want money to spend? You want money to spend? You want money? And like he said, Bow Wow took more money than everybody. He spending 50 money.
Bow Wow, you a wild dude, yeah.
Bruh.
We seen you on the gram, Slim.
But I'm saying,
we seen you on the gram, Slim. You ain't had to take that money.
Is 50 doing like this devilish shit, like he just dangling money over motherfuckers' head? And
I think 50 is. again, he's a master at psychology and chess. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to pop culture. He's been in his bag for a minute. He's kind of reinvented himself a couple times. He's fell off, bounced back. So he's ahead of people in thought with social media. Like this past weekend, like them niggas was just in and out of the rooms with the broads partying.
God,
just
bro.
that whole weekend is showing a lifestyle in a different way.
Yeah, that was a dream, bro. Just looking at that video, I was like, man, that's inspirational. I don't know.
I put that shit in one of the comments.
It's inspirational. Yeah,
It's like inspirational.
no,
It's inspirational.
bro, because I think he walked in 2 rooms, or was it 1 room?
They had that whole hotel.
It was filled with beautiful women, bro. I was
They had that whole
like,
hotel, so they had that joint on lock. And it was like just showing the different shit. They even led up to the strip club with the whole money shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
it was a whole weekend of activities. You know what I'm saying? But like, you can't take nobody money and pocket it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know if them Bammers are really, really doing that on some serious shit, or if they just planning and knowing ahead and communicating it a certain, or kind of giving a certain perception for social media for people to take it a certain way.
You're right. Because that's what we are understanding.
Because it's something that you can manipulate to that extent to where it wouldn't really compromise your business integrity or brand, but it'll keep you hot.
Yeah.
That's why 50's so popping on the ground. He just does wild shit, from just randomly stunting on niggas, showing wild jewelry and cars, to doing party shit, like the whole 50 shit. I just seen a picture. He got like a team of 20 people now pushing that shit.
Oh, word?
He's just like, anything that he sees gain traction, he finds a way to monetize on.
Yeah, I respect that, though. He a hustler.
Yeah, like from a hustling standpoint, I mean, he been hustling good for a minute.
Yeah, facts. Hey, nigga, what you think about hometown nigga KD getting hurt like that, man? Popping at Achilles like that, man.
That shit wasn't right, man.
Yeah, that shit was hard,
it's
bro.
It's a weird, and for him to be out for a year, it's going to be a long backstory for this one.
Is it a full year he gonna be gone for?
The Achilles generally can take.
It's like a half a season. I think he'll be back.
No.
No, I'm saying because it just happened now. They got to go
But
through an off
it
season.
depends, but generally, it's like 9 to 12 months.
Bro, did you see the fucking owner? Not the owner, but the general manager.
One of Bob Myers. I know you talking
Bruh,
about. I didn't see it, but I
this-
was talking to Pac about it. Shout out to my guy, Pac.
Bro, this white dude was fake crying on the little after game press conference. He's fake. He's trying his best to act like he's hurt and devastated for Kevin Durant, but he ain't not one tear. He's sniffing like he's sniffing coke. He ain't not one tear came out, bro. He fake crying like a mug, and it made me. It came off to me like, you know, this motherfucker probably was in KD ear trying to see if he could go out there and ball, because why would he be out here fake crying like this, bro? Like, come on, man. Like, it was unnecessary, bro. And it got me thinking, like, you think KD got pressure to go out there?
I think that situation, it's hard to say, but it's hard to say that there's more responsibility on the team and the staff and kind of pressure him to play. Because I know he wanted to an extent.
Right.
And I think some of it comes from the fact that they, you know, in their 3rd straight chip, they won the last 2. He's been the MVP the last 2. Basically, since he's been there, they won in the chip.
Right.
And they got to that one breaking point where it's like, all right, if you lose this game, it's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, you've been out for a month. Let's try to see if you can play. You had a calf injury. See, all of that shit's going to be questioned now.
Yeah.
If you go from having a calf injury to being out for a month to then popping your Achilles and being out for 9 months to a year.
Bro, did you see the whole crowd go? They were applauded when that nigga went down.
That shit was fucking trifling.
They went off.
Everybody
It was like,
everybody in Toronto, y'all whack as shit for that.
Yeah, but they changed it because the whole Toronto basketball team was telling them to stop, though. They was telling them to stop that.
Well, I ain't gonna say everybody. Excuse me. Everybody that did that shit.
Yeah.
You know, excuse me, I got my feelings a little.
But see, I think,
but that shit was out of control.
It's like, but I don't really hold it. In a way, I can see why people was turned off by that shit. But you just gotta think like it's an arena type atmosphere. So it's like you seeing people pick sides and who they want to win. So they knew with that. It's not like motherfuckers was happy to see somebody in pain. I think what it was, they knew what that meant for the basketball game. Like, they knew basically no matter what happened in the game. No, but they lost, but bro, they lost only by 1 point, and that game went down to the wire. Mm-hmm. So who you think gonna win tomorrow? I'm going for Kawhi.
I think without Durant, it showed like the Golden State needs Durant to beat Toronto.
Okay, we gonna see.
So I go with the Raptors, even though it's gonna be the last game at Oracle. They win the last 2 at Oracle. The Raptors won both games there. So the Raptors have won at home and in the road in this series. Mm-hmm. I'm going with the Raptors, but it's one of them joints where it's like the Raptors have to win. Like, they can't let it get to 7.
Yo, you know why I'm going? Yeah, they can't. But you know why I'm fucking with Kawhi hard, though? This nigga, hey, yo, minus his weird laugh, he's probably the realest nigga in the league. This nigga, you see the videos? This nigga do not dap niggas he don't fuck with. Bro, he do not dap niggas. Teammate. He will not dap you. He will look at you. He will act like he don't know what you're doing. Bro, that is epic. Mm-hmm. That's some real manhood shit, bro.
He funny as shit, man. Like his demeanor. I mean, he just all about his business, man. He just bring that lunch pail to work and get the cranking.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm rooting for him, man. I hope he win. Look like he's gonna win. Look like it's gonna come through.
Yeah, it's gonna because with Durant, I didn't think he was gonna play anyway. So for him to come out there and get hurt, it's like, all right, now you don't have to worry about it.
He was cooking though. He was cooking.
He was
flying the niggas, bro.
It's like every shot he hit 3 threes. It's like
but he tried to do that little crossover and that shit said pop. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, what you think about that nigga that pushed Kyle Lowry, that fan?
See, to me...
Oh, my God. I mean, he wasn't even a fan, though, because he was a part owner of... He wound up being a part owner of the team.
Some just had some type of status.
Yeah. He had courtside seats.
Whatever.
Kyle Lowry go chasing the ball, fall out of bounds and shit, and the dude reaches over somebody else and pushes him. And then Kyle Lowry, you know what I'm saying, like... I ain't gonna say he went off, but he had a reaction to it. What you think about his reaction, though? You think his reaction?
He ain't do a Steven Jackson. He ain't do a Captain Jack.
Nah, he did.
His ass.
But see, let me ask you this.
It's the old days.
What would you do? But see, this is what I thought.
Shout out to the OGs.
That was a tough moment, my nigga. Because
I think Lowry handled it right. I think what's going on now is that shit been happening in the NBA.
What? As far as what?
Heckling going across the line. It happens in sports way too often and way too much.
Hell yeah. It
happens way too often and way too much. And the only reason I know Westbrook had a situation a couple of months ago towards the end of the regular season where he got a person, I think, banned for life from like Utah or something.
Because of what he was saying, though. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like the players been dealing with this shit, and that's why I mentioned the corporate element. Mm-hmm. It's such a piggyback environment. So it's like, all right, you start a trend, you don't want to break it because now you open yourself up for all different types of potential backlash, whether it's, in courts, shit like that with somebody suing you or claiming this or claiming that.
My nigga, I'm telling you right now.
I think that's happened in the NBA often, but the only reason now because it's more of a microscope focus on that type of behavior. Mm-hmm. That's the only reason why something happens to that dude.
Man, I would have smacked all the pigment out that motherfucker, bro. Like cause I wouldn't have punched him. But I would have smacked him. I would have open hand smacked the shit out of him. I probably would have cost it the game for my team. You know what I'm saying?
In that situation, it should be reviewed.
But I know. But come on, bro. You know how? You know what I saw that nobody talked about in that video when he got pushed by that dude. Mm-hmm. It was a woman and another white dude that was like that Kyle Lowry was standing in the middle of, and the white dude from behind kind of was patting him on the back, but also kind of grabbing his jersey, and then the white woman was kind of like patting him on his shoulder, but kind of like trying to touch his face, like no, don't do anything. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, like. Y'all need to get the fuck out. Like, y'all need to be addressing the dude to put his hands on him for no fucking reason. Like, I've seen that happen. I've lived that. You know what I'm saying? Where I've seen a white dude cross the line, and people that are with the white person cross the line are addressing the person that he's offended. You know what I'm saying? Instead of addressing the person, the person that's causing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm with you.
And I was like, when I saw that, and I didn't see nobody address that part of that video. You know what I'm saying? But I saw that shit, and that's why I said I would have smacked the fire out that motherfucker's mouth, man. No bullshit. And I would have. But you know what? If he would have did that, they probably would have fired him, kicked him off the team, some shit. You know what I'm saying? But they fired the NBA, the commissioner. I forgot what that Bama's name is. He a weird looking motherfucker.
Adam Silver.
Yeah, that nigga look like he look like an alien, don't he? That nigga, he look like some on Men in Black International, the new movie coming out.
No bullshit though.
No bullshit. But the nigga, he fined the dude $500,000 and I think gave him a year ban from
He fined him. How the fuck he find him?
Yeah, because the dude, nigga, first of all, the dude is a part owner of the team. You know what I'm saying? Or he got some shares into Golden State. So that's how he was able to find him and shit. And then, like I said, he assaulted him. That's an assault, bro. You can't push a player.
I'm with you.
They should, you know what I'm saying? They should.
They just been bullshitting on that shit. That shit happens all the time.
I feel like Kyle Lowry should have pressed charges though. Kyle Lowry should have seeked that shit out to the furthest extent.
Too focused on the finals.
I feel you, but what I'm saying is, if the shoe was on the other foot, they would have went to their furthest extent to wipe their history, wipe the name clean, wipe basketball clean of the name Kyle Lowry. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when the tables is turned, brothers can't just turn the opposite cheek. If you ain't gonna smack the foul, nigga, you gotta do something, bro. Like hold the ball and say, look, man, we ain't playing a game until this nigga get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like. But I'm not saying he didn't respond when it was warned because I know he was focused on the game.
Yeah,
I get that, you know what I'm saying? But when I saw that, just me looking at that gave me all kind of reactions to it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm with you.
But Instagram posted a very good question, a picture where they had all these pictures of ballers or movie ballers. And they
movie ballers. Let's
said,
get this one.
Who is the best movie baller? And that shit fucked me up because I'm looking at the picture they had now. From what I see, from the picture,
I got some shit up on the laptop, some different things.
Okay, from the picture I seen it was Lil Bow Wow from Like Mike. You know what I'm saying?
And he's not getting it.
He's not getting it. Yeah, I think because the next movie, I think that disqualifies him because then you got Mike in Space Jam, and so I mean you can't have the shoes of the nigga. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they had Will Smith in the Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? Because that wasn't a movie, but he remember they showed him balling and he was doing his thing though. He was doing his thing, he had the Bel Air.
Okay, I mean if you want to put him in the mix, I wouldn't put him in the mix.
Hold up.
You could put him in the mix.
Bro, I should have shared the meme where they showed that shot that Kyle Lowry threw up at the end of the game, where they put the meme, the split screen of him and motherfucking Carlton on one of the episodes of Carlton snatched the ball from Will and tried to shoot the last second shot, and that shit went over the goddamn backboard. That shit was hilarious, bro. Kyle Lowry, that last game winner shot he tried to do was horrible. But then you got Teen Wolf. You got Joanna Man. Nigga,
that me?
Yeah, that's you, nigga. What you doing?
The law enforcement field is...
Law enforcement field? What kind of shit you over there watching, nigga? But yeah, you got Just Right, Common off the Just Right movie with Queen Latifah.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Just Right.
Yeah. You don't remember that movie with Queen Latifah and Common? He played a baller. He was doing his thing out there, joint. You know, nigga was horrible.
He was about to say, I don't know why he was mentioned.
White man
threw me off.
White man can't jump. The King and the Duck. The King and the Duck. You had.
I think these are two ballers that you have to put on the list. That
Billy Hoyer and Sidney Dean.
Man, hey.
Above the rim, you got Shep. You got Cal. And you even had the Bama that pulled the gun out, Motop. You know what I'm saying? Cal, you can't fake like Shep. The thing about Shep though in the Above the Rim, he only had one move though. Niggas didn't catch that. And the same thing with Sidney Dean. Sidney Dean had like two moves. And he would just keep doing the back-to-back. It was these wild little layups that nobody was checking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He really wasn't making, but it was he was getting vicious.
No bull. Who else? Oh, Quincy and Monica off Love and Basketball. And I'm gonna tell you, Monica was doing her thing though. Don't front like Monica wasn't doing her thing though, son. And she was doing it in the name of love. Don't that put her a little bit above everybody else?
No, it doesn't. No.
Okay, Uncle Drew. You got Uncle Drew. You know what I'm saying? Air Bud.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you gonna put, all right, go ahead, keep going.
And my pick, Jesus Shuttlesworth. Right.
You're just gonna stop there, so you're just not gonna mention Blue Chips?
All right, Blue Chips, but like I keep telling you, Blue Chips is not. You keep talking about Shaq, but nobody knew Shaq's name.
Yeah, I'm talking about characters. You talking about movie ballers,
Yes,
dog. We have to
yes.
keep them in the persona that they are.
Okay, Shaq. Okay, Blue Chips. Okay, but then you might as well say Hoosiers. You might as well say Sunset Park.
You could say that if you want.
Oh, all right.
Because it's a movie baller.
Okay.
I'm taking Penny and Shaq off Blue Chips, dog.
Wow. Hey, but you can't. But see, listen.
And I'm not taking them together. I'm just saying if you want to jump Jesus Shuttlesworth out there,
This is the problem.
keep them in the framework of who they were in the movie, just like him.
This is the problem with your pick, bruh. This the problem because you picking them based on them niggas being Penny and Shaq. I'm saying
Jesus Shuttlesworth is Ray Allen.
but I'm not picking Ray Allen. I'm picking Jesus
I
Shuttlesworth.
said Neon Boudeux.
Nobody knew his name. That's what I'm
Niggas
saying.
do so know who Neon Boudeux is, man.
Nobody
I
said
can't remember
that.
Penny's name off Blue Chips.
Dog.
But
Jesus Shuttlesworth. Niggas know that name for
absolutely.
eon.
Because his name's Jesus. Nigga, cut it out.
No, it's the Shuttlesworth.
Stop it.
It's the Shuttlesworth. It's the Shuttlesworth that's hot. You know what I'm saying? But
Neon Boudeux.
yeah, super. And that is not a nigga name. That is not a nigga name.
It might be.
That is not. I've never heard a nigga named Boudeux or Neon.
Because they was from Louisiana, Boudeux?
Never heard that.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't get out enough.
Not saying that that's the only name, but that, last name pertains to.
So you going with that? Hey, let us know. Call up and let us know why Hunter got it wrong. Why is Jesus Shuttlesworth, bro?
Not saying that Jesus Shuttlesworth wasn't like that, because he was the great movie baller. This is a great battle.
Okay,
I think.
I'm gonna say coming in number two. Coming in number two for me will be. It would be Kyle off of Butter Rim. Kyle off the Butter Rim was cooking on the streets. He was cooking out there up in, what was that, in Rutgers? Was it Rutgers? He was cooking, oh shit. No, I forgot about the Earl the Goat Manigault. Why wasn't he on the list? That movie was amazing. That nigga the Goat? Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah, nah, dog. Don Cheadle played that role. Nah, the Goat was number 2. Earl the Goat. I'm going with him number 2. You ain't even seen that joint, have you? I can say look on your face.
No, I'm thinking about movie ballers.
All right, don't hurt yourself there, nigga. Niggas put Joanna Man on that list. I was like, y'all wrong as shit. Yeah, that was horrible.
I'm trying to think, but yeah. See, I mean, I can see how Jesus Shuttlesworth can be a unanimous favorite. But I'm not gonna sit here and go all the way against that role and
you can't.
the way it was pulled off.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying?
You can't. But you know what? Let's talk about this shit that video that me and you was going off on the group chat. The joint where we said, and I think it was a DC video too, where
It's working on a police car and all that shit.
Bruh. Can you explain that for me?
I really can't. And I was wondering if we was going to talk about this, but I really can't explain it because I don't know what the fuck was going on. I don't know if it has something to do with Pride, because it's Pride Month.
Bruh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what it had to do with it. I mean, you just trying to set the context.
Right.
Okay.
We just walking them into basically.
Okay, well, how we saw it. We just saw a video where our women, our sisters, was twerking, or a police car had pulled up at some event. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what event it was, but evidently
it pulled up or it was parked there just chilling.
I think he pulled up. The reason why I think he pulled up because I think the car wound up pulling off. You know what I'm saying? Like, but either way, if he pulled up or not, it was our women felt the need to empower themselves.
It was a pride event.
It was a pride event. They felt the need to empower themselves by twerking on a police car in the city. And when I saw that, me and you we both had similar reactions to it. But I'm just gonna tell you my reaction. I was disgusted. I was disgusted because, you know what I'm saying, this is you can't even say it. I'm not even gonna say the climate from my whole lifetime on this earth has always been a tumultuous one with us and the police. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta go from this whole last couple years. But the last probably week or two, there's been videos of police manhandling women. You know what I'm saying? Of women. It was a sister that actually was credited for saving his brother's life. They showed a video of that. The brother was standing there unarmed, and LAPD rolled up on him, pulled all kind of guns out on him.
It was in California. I can't remember the exact city.
And it was a sister that was standing up and like pleading for the brother's safety.
I read in the caption that said her boyfriend got killed.
Her boyfriend got murdered. Yeah,
a couple years
and she was saying that on the video. So what I'm saying is, how is it, bro, that we got this? How is it that we can be in one breath so appalled at the mistreatment of how we are treated, and then in the same breath have no sort of self-accountability for how we are perceived about the actions that we're doing that puts us in bad images? Like, we don't make ourselves look, that shit didn't make us look good. To me, that made me feel ashamed for a second. Like, the fuck is wrong with these people, man?
I mean, I think to me, because I can see it from the whole a wide range of perception. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get the whole pride and maybe the partying aspect, or that being, like my homegirl just said, one way of them saying, fuck the police. But
That's a dumbass way of saying fuck the police. I'm just gonna put that out
but
there.
everybody's entitled to their way of expressing that. And I don't want to harp on that or get too hung up on that. But I know.
Hold up, fuck that, cause you got to, bro.
Well, hold up, but as far as the point I was going to make.
Oh, my bad.
Not saying I don't have a viewpoint on that. I'm just saying, like, how I see it is, I notice how when it comes to any type of tension and friction with the police, there's opposite ends of the spectrum in which two groups of people are operating on. The police are willing to kill your ass, and all of our responses towards them seem to show to me, again, I always say fear. Like you'll dance on the police car. It made me think about them water fights in Atlanta and in Georgia. Where it'll be hundreds of people just squirting up the police with water guns. Wow. Hey, that is a peaceful way to do something, but how do you respond to your people getting killed by a certain group of people with all of these other fun things?
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it initially, because that's how tired I am of seeing the police kill, our people.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
So that's how I first looked at it.
My thing is, I don't understand. It shows me how much we're detached from the actual reality that we living in. You know what I'm saying? We're playful with the enemy. You know what I'm saying? Because
that shit weird.
Yeah, it's super weird, and it's sick because we'll sit here when something happens to our own and our family. That video would be very obvious for somebody that's been affected by police brutality, that was stupid to watch them women. It was nothing by saying fuck the police by twerking on no police car, man. That's not saying fuck the police. You know, we'll be saying fuck the police by us being actually cleaning up the way we represent ourselves. That would be saying fuck the police. Actually making them not have no job because we actually are in control of ourselves and our communities. That would be saying fuck the police, not motherfucking twerking on top of their car. That just make you look like a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? In my eyes.
No, I understand that. I mean, I think with it, I'm not going to say that kind of speaks more volumes than it really does in a sense. Because I think, like I said, that's one thing I wanted to know what it was about, because that Pride event, I know people were just on some party mode shit. But again, I noticed the correlation I made is just something that jumps out there to me, just in our everyday behavior with police. There's no reciprocation of behavior. It's like it's real one-sided. It's like somebody's allowed to do something to you in the name of laws or whatever the fuck fear they feel, blah, 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 whatever narrative they spin on it. And then you go on our side and, in regards to that particular issue, we do nothing to address it to get the end result changed.
But yeah, and I'm not trying to just call out the women. I'm calling out
and that's why I didn't see it. That's one reason why I didn't want to general,
But I want to call out the niggas too, because it's another video where it's this white police officer that went viral for dancing with little black kids. You see that shit?
You talking about it in Ohio?
It's Ohio. Okay, he went viral.
He was the same one that was Kirkin and shit. Right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But before he went viral. He's dancing. He's doing all these dances with little black kids and shit. And then they showed another video where he punching a black dude in the face for no reason. They're pulling the gun out on him with his squad. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, like, I don't know, and I try not to talk about this shit no more because I don't know what is it going to take for us to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like if stop being so blind to what we're doing and how we're doing it.
Effort, dog.
You say what?
So I don't think it's a conscious effort. I think say everyone ain't revolutionary. You damn right about that. I think it's some levels to psychology here, some subconscious, holds mentally that are, controlling our behavior, how we act, how we do certain things, dog. I'm telling you. I don't think it's going to be a us waking up thing.
Nah. But it should be. It should be because
in totality.
Nah, hell yeah.
There are people that are becoming more and more aware on different levels on a regular basis now. You can feel it.
Yeah. I mean, on a small scale, yeah. You know what I mean?
Micro for sure.
Yeah, but when you just but social media is only showing you one side, man. It's tough to. No matter how many positive people I be following, I still see negative shit pop up on my feed, bro. And it's not because it's because a lot of the way we represent ourselves. I don't even think that we know how bad we be looking sometimes.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm mentioning psychology to you. Because I don't want to single out certain events, but we don't really have an understanding of. It's hard to really speak in plurals with our people because there's no we or us. That's another thing. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're not operating as a collective group of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see that with the whole LGBTQ movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're having, like, agendas and focused efforts and finance and economics behind it. Like, we're not moving like that.
But you know what fucks me up, though? That makes me feel like we kind of hopeless. And I don't mean just us as black people. I mean just us as human people that want to be human out here, because it's crazy how we all think that money is one of the key separators of us, right? Because everybody wants it, and then money the pursuit of it and what it can do for you, it gets the desperation can become divisive, right? But it's another paper that is even more divisive than the green paper, and I call it's the white paper. It's the applications. Motherfuckers is signing applications, and all of a sudden they went from human beings to now all of a sudden I'm just doing my job. You know what I'm saying? People will discard their humanity for a paycheck. You know what I'm saying?
Corporations have trumped humanity.
Bruh,
Capitalism has trumped humanity.
I don't understand that. Like, that's the crazy part. I don't understand how a police officer can feel instantaneously empowered to now be almost like an oppressor of people, but yet you still being oppressed by a system. You just on the winning team for the celebratory effect. But really, you're not really with the elite, though. You know what I'm saying?
I think we're at a point now where the consistency and volume of police murders of black men, women, and children.
It's getting crazy.
The propensity is so high for it to happen and often and all of that. Like, you can't talk to me about some of these weak excuses that are being used to justify the behavior from fear on their part.
Oh yeah, or
man. Bad training and shit like that.
Nah,
we ain't doing that. Like, this shit is strategic. It's an agenda. It's a plan behind it.
Yeah, it's because they can. It's because they can.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, that's why I often mention reciprocation. At this point, what can be done? I'm not going to be the guy that jumps out there and says we need to start killing police. But
nah, don't do that.
What do we do differently to get police to stop killing us?
This is how I feel, right? This is how I feel.
We're running out of options.
But see, we haven't done anything. That's what I'm saying. As a collective, see, this is why I'm saying, like, it's on a smaller scale, bro. Like, individually, you can't go out here and be whatever you want to be and expect everybody to just treat you the way you want to be treated. You're gonna get treated by the way that you earn. Like, you gotta earn your respect out here. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody is entitled to treat you the way that they want in a sense. They just have to be able to deal with what comes with it.
But I'm saying and
that's so I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
There.
But so what I mean is, for people that don't understand is, dog, if you are walking around, and I ain't saying that you gotta assimilate to their images of what's acceptable. Nah, hell no. But what I'm saying is, they see us not protecting our family. They see us not protecting our women. They see the black man out here womanizing and shit. They see the sister out here twerking, trying to monetize the nigga any type of way. They see us looking at our babies as paychecks, and they see this shit, bro. This shit is for the world. We exposing ourselves. Our flaws are put out there for the world. We don't other races and cultures. That shit is in their community. Black people put all their flaws and faults out there for the world to judge, and then we want respect and sympathy. Nah, man, fuck that.
It's a lack of understanding, man. Like I said, psychologically, we got some issues, man.
Yeah, nah, it's super issues.
Because it's at a point now where we're not even evolving situationally with things that we're being faced with, or on a more grander macro scale. You know what I'm saying? We're not. We're just continuing to do the same thing in certain areas of our life, expecting shit to be different. And ain't nothing changing.
I've seen some niggas and I heard about some niggas in Detroit that started like some crew up where they
New Black Era or something like that.
Yeah, some shit like that. Where they started.
They've been around for a while though.
Well, okay. Well, they just getting their little shine again because I guess they putting their presence out there more, and they saying that they out here protecting their women. They ain't out there joint trying to get paid for or trying to get no promotion. They just said they out there protecting their women because it's been a lot of women abductions in they cities, in they hood. So they said they tired of this shit. So they said they out there. They got a code of conduct. They enforce on the street. And that's how we got to do it. We got to stop waiting for a savior and start actually saving ourselves and actually getting to the point where we're being fearless and being more accountable. And stop being so afraid of each other, but more so we got to be in control of ourselves, bro.
Yeah, but on a spiritual level, that's not something that people are being forced to do.
What, to be accountable?
That's something that people are choosing to do, like, you know, the New Black Era. You understand what I'm saying? So it's you know, again, when you mention the word accountability and how are we self-accountable, it's a decision. That's a big part of it. If people choose to not be self-accountable or aware or, you know, hold themselves to whatever standard, then it's damn sure gonna be hard for somebody else to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so hard for us to work together to galvanize in the first place. Because we don't have a common mindset, viewpoint, way we move.
Yeah. And that's why it was so moving to see that sister stick up for that brother like that. Because I don't see that. I don't see enough videos like that. I don't see enough videos of us protecting each other, of us sticking up for each other. All I see is us fighting each other. And I swear it's not because I'm looking for it. We're exposing that side of us. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I had that question about who protects the black community. You know what I'm saying? It's been a narrative that's always associated with the black man and the leader of the household, which also was associated with heterosexuality. You know what I'm saying? But now in the day and age, with genders are shifting,
you trying to say
who should be like, because you know now you have people that identify with men, masculinity, and could come from femininity in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Naturally. You know what I'm saying? As far as how they're born. You know what I'm saying? Or you could have a lesbian woman that associates with masculinity within her relationship dynamic. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, to balance it out. So who's on the front lines as we're talking about defending and protecting and stuff like that? In this day and age, who's to do that? Is it everybody's responsibility? If it's a man's responsibility, how you define the man? Because it just can't be a straight dude, right?
I mean, shit.
What if you're a dude that like to wear a dress and, you know, you wear lipstick, makeup, you dress like a woman, but you're still a man, but you identify as a woman? Does that change your role in regards to protecting the community?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't really know how to answer that because it's weird because most the worst joke, one of the bad jokes that I be having is, you know what I'm saying, with them doms, I would respect them more if I see them joints actually willing to die for they fake manhood. I don't be seeing that. I be seeing them bitches get hit and all of a sudden they become women and they in court talking about this nigga hit me and I'm a woman. I be seeing bitches out there being dudes and then get hit and other dudes be sitting there talking about, that's a girl. I'm like, nah, nigga.
Right. So if you have those blurred lines on such individual issues as far as like personal scuffles, relationship scuffles, again, when it comes to something like protecting your community, how do you know who you lock arms with?
But you know what I realized?
You don't even know how to address somebody first.
You know what the problem is? I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. How we can make that question not even a question. Men like us gotta set the tone, regardless of what the fuck the world say, because at the end of the day we know at the end of the day we know who's the people that's most suitable for protection.
Well, see, and again, but I think that is another way. Accountability and being self-accountable keeps popping up now, because you notice that's a scenario where that concept isn't there. Right now, it's not common. It's like we're talking about genders changing and roles changing and all of that. Ain't nobody talking about who's supposed to protect the kids, the women, and the men in the situation that you use, because that woman stood up for that dude and didn't even know him.
Yeah, that was beautiful, dog.
You know what I'm saying? So it really shows the potential that we can have to diffuse the situation. The police officer was straight up, was like, "How you know this person?"
Yeah, and she's
like, "I didn't. I just cared." Like, okay, well, damn. White dude was like, shit.
But another thing that kind of coincide with what I was saying as far as that application being niggas just doing their job shit. You see that
That's
video?
another great point. So
you see that video with that valedictorian sister? She was.
Cuz got to get whooped. Did you send that to Rodney?
I don't know if I sent it to Rodney.
I forgot about that joint. We wanted to talk about the pregame. Cuz has to get whooped.
Bruh.
The way that Bama cut the mic, he stole Shorty moment.
Bruh.
He stole Shorty moment.
But you know what? I like what she did. You saw what she did?
She made a YouTube video or something?
Yeah, she finished the whole joint.
But he fucked up the moment. You got to pay.
But you know what?
You got to pay for that, cuz.
Her father should have came down there and fucked him up right then and there. Because that was disrespectful.
That's disrespectful.
And not just disrespectful to her, but this nigga, the reason why he cut the mic off, he ain't cut the mic off because she motherfucking twerking like the other. Hold up. Now, did you see that black woman that was twerking at her son's graduation?
No.
Okay, we ain't even gonna talk about that since you ain't seen it.
But
he motherfucking cut her off because she was twerking or some shit or cussing or something. Nah, he cut off because she did a trip. She said the name Trayvon Martin. And another brother's name that was slain while he was young by the police. And the motherfucker looked up and just cut the mic off. And then she looked like she was in her feelings. She did look like she put her head down. She looked like she was a little affected by the shit. And that shit disgusted me, man. Damn, these are kids, bro. Like you couldn't let this kid have her moment, man. Like you so busy trying to do your job that you trying to steal this moment from a child, dog.
Well, I think that, that's a great example of that mantra and narrative of I'm just getting my check or just doing, I
hate when niggas say that shit to me, man.
Because
it
lets you know that somebody will do anything for money.
Yeah, you a bitch. Anybody say I'm just doing my job, you a bitch.
I don't really understand how he can be in that role. Like, don't you do that shit every year, bruh? You're the principal.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you? Like, she's coming and going.
Yeah.
This is her only shot at doing this. Like, what's wrong with you?
But she only mentioned these names. That's what I'm saying. She said.
So you say he cut her mic off because of that?
Yes, bro. He cut her. It was. She started talking about brothers who died, who was killed, who didn't get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Graduating. Mm-hmm. What's wrong with saying that?
Right. That's why I can't in my mind. Because you seen the young dude, the black dude.
What black dude?
I thought I sent it to the chat. But his graduation speech.
Nah, what'd he say?
Well, he had like a poem about police brutality.
Okay.
And it was kind of probably a more.
They let him get it off?
Let him get the whole thing off smooth, clean. Great. He had his classmates participating with him. Great. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a more profound. Well, we can't say what the girls was going to be because he cut her mic off.
Yeah, but she wound up doing it on YouTube though. It was nice.
Well, I didn't see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it was definitely well thought out. It was put together real good in regards to how he tied in real life situations and really just his viewpoint on it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Tired of just being sick and tired.
Shout out to the people with the spirits of always rebelling against the oppression, man. Shout out to that spirit. And I don't ever, because the thing about it is that's the fight that's going on here. That's the battle between good and evil. You got people trying to oppress and people that in the spirit of not being oppressed. You know
I think that's something that I don't think our people recognize.
What?
The focus effort into oppression, the focus effort into keeping us in certain places and spaces. I don't think we recognize it. I think that's part of the reason why, as we having this conversation, I think that's one of the reasons why we can't really gain a collective understanding of where we truly at, because the oppression is in disguise.
Oh man, yes. But see, what I'm learning more. And maybe this is, and I hope this ain't really my pessimism taking over, but I think that we're the ones putting the disguise over ourselves at this point. Where I don't feel like the disguises are.
You always got help.
Yeah, we get help from society, but what I'm saying is
On a systemic level.
in every aspect, there's some level of fraud or some untruth to it. You know what I'm saying? But brothers still are connected through their pursuit of trying to identify who they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could talk about every institution from colleges. They got college scams where that whole debt scam with college, people paying to get up in college. You got church scams. You got everything, political scams. But these are things that people still will carve out their identities behind. You know what I'm saying? So it's the war, and black people do it because we want to feel some sort of status. We want to feel better. You know what I'm saying, about how we live.
Well, I think that's part of the trick in us not understanding our greatness is for us to find validation outside of ourselves and everything.
I think we need to find.
And we don't get that. That's why status means so much.
Yeah.
That's why money means so much.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of these things outside of who we are mean so much. And you still empty on the inside, or you still lacking in certain areas because you don't really understand how to prioritize what's valued.
Yeah. But that starts from what I'm learning. That shit starts from early. They program you to look outside
from the day
yourself.
you was born.
Yeah, they program you to look outside yourself. You got to go to this church and pray to get your soul right. You got to find a mate. You got to do all this shit to distract you from your inner power. You know what I'm saying? We go through life. It's crazy because the average brother goes through life and don't even start learning about who he is until he motherfucking late 20s. And it's so much time go by and so much baggage accumulates, time wasted and all that shit, and it takes brothers to get to that age of late 20s, early 30s to start really taking a look about who the fuck they are. And that's brothers that actually want to know. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
that's tired of making the same mistakes.
Right. And just, I always mention it's a spiritual thing. Like, it's a real internal desire to push a man to that point, you know what I'm saying, to continuously want to learn and grow and evolve. Right. You know what I'm saying, and become the better version of himself, you know what I'm saying, or woman herself, you know what I'm saying?
True.
So, I mean, there's so many layers to this shit, but I'm telling you, man, like, it's really, really evident now because of social media and everything being put out there on Front Street. It's real evident now where we are collectively. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bad space.
Yeah.
There's no real other way to look at it. It's a bad space, man.
Nah, you right. And also, we running out of time, my nigga. So
yeah, I'm hip. My live just cut off.
You got any last words you want to give to people for the night? You know what I'm saying?
Man. I mean, just like, I think, assess, where you at right now. First, and understand what your end game is. That way you can recognize what it is that you need to do to get to your end point. I think one way that people are continuously distracted or ultimately pulled away from their dream, their bigger or deeper purpose in life, is that they don't know where they're going first.
That's deep.
Figure out where you want to go first, then you can figure out how to get there.
Okay.
Shout out to Fresh for the gear, man. AP Fresh, man.
All right. Shout out to AP. I want to say that, hey man, when you in the land of the crazies, sometimes you got to learn how to act crazy in order to just to be able to maneuver, man. A lot of times people don't understand. They think that you, oh man, I want to people are too this way. I'm gonna be this way. Like, look, man, it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you gotta be out. You gotta out crazy the crazies. You know what I'm saying? So learn how to maneuver out here, because this world ain't for the soft. This world ain't for the weak. This world ain't for the motherfuckers that's just being nice for no reason to anybody. Nah, you gotta be able to have some discernment out here. Learn how to maneuver out here in this land full of crazies, man.
I got you. The land full of crazies.
Yeah, and on that note, we gonna see y'all next week.
That's episode 612, people. We gone.
Yeah, holla.